Hey, welcome to Unlock Your Potential course. This is third chapter, third lesson. Kill your fears. Okay, let's go into the deep. Take it seriously. Most of us are dragged by fears. Fear is a powerful factor. You know, you lose confidence in you. When you have fear, you lose confidence in you. Okay, in fact, these days fear is increasing in spite of science, education, and even globalization. So don't neglect it. What is the real cause of fear? You know, fear generates due to unknown. When we don't know something, we'll have fear. If if we can convert that unknown to known, then we will not have fear. Fear is of unknown. Okay, so what we can do for that, we can learn a framework how to learn anything by Tim Ferriss. you know I read this book for ourselves multiple times, and there are a few chapters, initially few chapters, that they describe how to learn anything faster with a proper framework. You can learn that. Okay, I also applied that. I also learned that framework, and I'm applying in my in killing my fears. So you can read that, understand that framework. Okay, when you have fears, you won't take action. In the absence of action, one can go into the depression, and depression is a state where one is bombarded with demotivating thoughts. Demotivating thoughts means your own thoughts will pull you back. Okay, your own thoughts will pull you back. It's really difficult to take action. It's really difficult to take action. But action is the fear killer. You take action and your fears will go. Okay, but you need to really understand. You really need to define that fear. What is that exact fear? What is that exact fear? You need to define it. Write it down on the paper. Find its reason why this fear is. Okay, once you define that, you find out what is the worst thing that can happen due to that fear. What is the worst thing? And from that worst thing, you start improving. Okay, from that worst thing, you start improving. That is the thing. Okay, so let me show you the framework by fear resetting framework by Tim Ferriss. Let me show you that framework. Let me explain more about it. So this is initially I when I started, so I defined what are my fears, what are the things that I really fear about. So like this is the first page of these. I numbered these fears like 1 2 3. Define the fear. Fear number 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Like, let me read it for you. Fear number 2: what if I would not learn a thing in the deep or master it? I had this fear that if something I don't learn in the deep and or master it, if I don't master it, how I can make, how I can earn from that thing. If a skill I am learning and that skill is I am not mastering that, so I won't make money out of that, right? So if that is the case, that was fear for me. Okay, so what if I fail in business and again I have to go to the job? I had this fear. Suppose that I have started the business and I am again failed. What I will do? Okay, what if I would not start and build a business. This was also fear kind. What if I am not starting business at all, and I'm just in my job? How I will progress in life? How I will make better? So you can define all of these fears. Okay, you can number them. Suppose that, what if I lost my job today? How would I manage my expenses? Everybody has this kind of fear in their mind that if I lose my job today, what will I do? Okay, those kind of fears have, so define them and grade them. Next thing is grade them. Grade 1 to 10. Like 1 is nothing and 10 is highest impacting fear. So define that. So if it is highest impacting, so start working on that. If the grade is kind of 3 or 4, it won't affect much. You just start with the highest grade. And what can you do to prevent that fear? What can you do to prevent that loss? What can you do? So define those actions that you can do to prevent. It will really open your mind. Okay, I have this fear. If this happens, what I'm going to do? Define them. Define them. So like you can each step you define them and go. Start doing that. Start taking an action on that. Like if suppose this is the fear, and then what I am going to do? What if I die before building fortune and my kids would suffer? So I had this fear. So what I can do? I can start an investment. I can have term insurance up to crores. I can build a business or leave a legacy. I can start teaching the principles of my, I can start teaching the principle to my wife. So these things you can define. Second page, once you define your fears, so fear number 2, what might be the benefit of an attempt or partial success? Because why we don't take action many times, we think that I want the full success. I want full success. That is, most of the time we have this fear. But even if you start, even if you take action in that and you are partially successful, not fully successful, partially successful, you have done a great job. Right? You define what are the external and internal benefits. Confidence, self-esteem. We don't even realize that there are in terms of success, there are many factors. Suppose that I have a goal, and suppose I have a fear and I want to kill that fear. In killing that fear, in the process of that killing fear, I will have many benefits associated with it, like in terms of self-confidence, in terms of self-esteem, in terms of the exact goal, exact fear I want to kill. Right? There are many benefits associated. We don't see such benefits. So we need to define what, even if partially I am successful, even if I'm partially successful, what are the other benefits that I'm getting out of it? You need to define that. Like in the number 2, I defined I will develop good confidence and clear most of the things. Yes, when I kill this fear, I will develop a good confidence. We don't think in terms of that thing. We don't think in terms of confidence and clearing my doubts. So that are kind of intangible things associated with that. Intangible, right? So on third page you define like the fear number and cost of inaction. Suppose if I am not taking any action on that particular fear, what I am going to lose? So I need to define cost of inaction. emotionally, physically, financially, and in terms of long term, like 6 month, year, or 3 years or 5 years, what I'm going to lose. So if I'm clear that if I have a fear and I am not taking any action, so what I am going to lose, right? You define, so you will understand that okay, this is something I need to clear out this fear. I need to reset this particular fear, otherwise these are the things I am losing. You can see number 2, learn one thing properly, master it and build something meaningful, long term project. So you can define those things and you can start, you can start killing your fears, you can start resetting your fears. That will be amazing thing. And let me tell you one more thing. When you start killing, there are like two ways of achieving your goals or achieving your goals. Like one way is you set your goal and go behind that, right? If in the first attempt you don't achieve your goal, you make the second attempt, you make a third attempt. This way one day you will definitely achieve your goal. But second way is you start killing your fears. Whatever fears you have, your goals will come automatically. You will achieve your goals automatically, because now you are killing your fears. And once you kill your fears, you will definitely take action, and you will take massive action. And once you take massive action, your goals will realize, your dreams will realize. So fears stop us. Fears stop us. They are, for long period of time I did not take any action. I was just clearing out my doubts. But I had this real fears. Okay, so I thought of clearing this, resetting these fears, and I defined them, and I saw if I don't kill these fears, what will happen? My life will remain same as it is today. It will be remain after 3 years as well. Even though small things will change, but it what I can say, it won't transform, or I will not achieve my dreams. Okay, that is the thing. So start killing your fears, define them properly, and take action on that. Start with the worst case scenario that can happen, and improve that, and take one by one. Okay, and go into the deep, not just upper, but go into the deep, define them and take action on them, and see the result. Take everything as a test. Okay, even if you are not fully conquering your fear, but partially if you have conquered, you have taken something, you will gain confidence. Yeah, one day you will complete it. That is amazing thing. Okay, read this book, unlock your full potential, and you will get more clarity. Thank you so much.